Have you ever wondered what kind of a jabroni just leaves these unsightly automatic farms open to the air and so that everyone can come by and ridicule them? Well, that kind of jabroni is me. Welcome to Newmark's world, but today I intend to rectify my jabroni status in this world by covering up the bamboo and sugarcane farm. So my intention is to cover those farms with one large building, something like a large farmhouse, maybe barn type building. And within that building, since it will have some size to it, I do want to add a silo on one end that would act as a storage silo for the sugarcane and bamboo and whatever else I can throw in there from the farming area. I do eventually want to also add farmers, automatic farms, into this area here where I'm currently growing a lot of crops. But also in this building over here, I do want to have some farmer villagers, maybe in the upstairs, that I can trade with as well. And I think this building should be made out of cobblestone and stone bricks on the very bottom, moving up into granite and bricks, and in between some spruce logs with windows, some deep slate for the roof, oak planks probably for the inside floors, glass of course will be needed, and then some various other decoration blocks as I see fit to place them inside. I would also in this episode really like to beautify some more of the paths going around this area. I am still in this world running around with terrible iron armor and gold boots, and I do want to make myself some diamond armor. And now it's time for me to get going on all of that.
Archie and I didn't like it at first, but Woody convinced us it's pretty good.
Yeah, I can just see us out there now with picks and shovels.
Listen, everybody.
Newmark's world.
As of right now, I currently have 1 diamond in this chest and 12 deep slate diamond ore that I can break down for more diamonds. It's not a ton, but let's see what that has come out to. 27 diamonds might just be enough. I think it's 20 something that I need for a full set of diamond armor. First of all, let's make some leggings. Got the advancement, cover me with diamonds. All I had to do was not even put them on, just make them in a crafting table. But next would be the diamond chest plate, which takes the most diamonds, a diamond helmet, and diamond boots. And I have 3 diamonds remaining from that. So now let's do some enchanting. Unbreaking 3 for the leggings, I will take that. And protection 3, not that bad. Unbreaking 3 for the diamond chest plate. Also protection 3, not bad. Ooh, feather falling 3. Could have been on there, but I chose to not do it and go for the unbreaking. That is a fantastic enchant for a diamond helmet. Right off the bat, I'll take it. No questions asked. And so far, that's really good. I also now have the Mending villager over there. Once I have some more emeralds, I can then put Mending on all of these and potentially trade up with some of the armorers over there with some of their very good armor, diamond armor that I could buy for emeralds, and combine them with my current armor set here, or keep them for a time when I certainly will die and probably lose all of this. Now that we have made the full set of diamond armor, let's go ahead and suit up. Now I will head off to gather the many, many resources. Oh, what have we got here? Another wandering trader. That's good. Get down on flat ground. Oh, okay, you're so close. You're so close. All right, I got 1 lead. 1 lead. Wonderful. I'll just take that back. Thank you. Trying not to aggro anybody here. Okay, come here. Can you? There we go. And 2 leads. Nobody spit at me. Nobody got angry. Everybody is happy. Thank you for the leads, by the way. I appreciate it. Really good. I have 6 leads just from wandering traders. That's wonderful. And I haven't had to kill a single one. I've killed a few things, but not any wandering traders yet. I don't think. I have gathered up everything that I currently have as far as resources go to put towards this build. This is everything I've got so far. It is not anywhere near enough. It's basically everything that I'll need for the frame or the outside without any real, I mean, there's a couple little, decoration things here that I'll use, but basically this is what I will use for all of the exterior walls of this build. Now you can see I've got it laid out here, and I do want to lay out a silo over on this end here. For now, we need to continue to gather resources. Before we actually run around to gather more resources, we should probably check on the iron farm to see if it's still running. There we go. Okay, so it is working. Very good. And we come down here while he is being burned alive. Let's go ahead and just check what we've got here. Oh God, it's totally full. It's totally full. We'll just have to deal with this real quick. I will take all of the poppies out of the system, then I'll come back and we'll deal with the iron. While I do love coming over here and seeing how much iron this iron farm really kicks out, I just spent way too much time converting all of these iron bars to blocks of iron. And this thing just keeps going, so I may have to consider turning it off just because I will probably never use that much iron, at least not in the immediate future, and I can always turn it back on at a later time. Just like so, the farm will no longer be overflowing with iron. It's okay that it's actually overflowing with iron. I really appreciate that it's doing that, but turning this off also serves another purpose. In the future, we will build up around this, and I don't want this thing running while I'm building around it, just in case something might spawn. Before I go down to mine for more deep slate, or cobbled deep slate, I want to try my chances with a diamond axe and a diamond sword to see what kind of enchantments I can get. Efficiency 4, plus it could potentially give me something else. Let's just see what it gives me. A whole lot of not a hell of a lot, since I already have Fortune 2 on this is not a terrible enchantment. Knockback. Oh, do I just roll the dice if it gives me knockback and maybe looting? It only gives me knockback 2 on the diamond sword. Well, that's okay. I can just combine that with another diamond sword once I get the enchantments that I desire. But for now, let's run down and mine up some deep slate. It seems like I may not need to actually mine any deep slate at all, even though I would like to grab a few more diamonds along the way if I could. I am already filled up on deep slate things here, and I'm sure there is quite a bit more where that came from. There is. So I may not actually have to mine any deep slate, though I will have to mine some more cobblestone and possibly stone. After doing a bit more mining, spending maybe 30 minutes or so collecting plenty of deep slate to do the roof, I think I also have plenty of stone bricks and stone and cobblestone and bricks to do the outside of this structure. I also have plenty of spruce here, and I think enough oak to at least get me started. I've got some vines here too to make some mossy stuff. Maybe I'll just move those over here. That's going to give us a good start, and we'll get started on that right now. I've laid out a bit of the pattern that I want to use for this. You can see the roof coming up is all deep slate. You can see down here, just to give it a bird's eye view of kind of the layout. If we start from this side, we can see this area will be an outdoor fireplace here that will have a chimney that comes way up to the top. We'll maybe clear out some of this and have a seating area. And we've got some stone along the bottom part here where it's exposed. which continues along and will be somewhat brought up here, but on the ends like this, we'll have one piece of stone coming up into bricks, and then stripped spruce, spruce stairs, and glass panes in between there. Over here, we'll have the entrance on each side, so you can come in this way to enter, or on this side as well. Same thing, mirrored on each side. On both sides, of course, you will have an entrance into automatic bamboo farm or the automatic sugar cane farm. Now, what I'm thinking is that you'll be able to walk in on this side and come over here to where the storage silo will be for not just sugarcane or bamboo, but all kinds of things. It will reach up into the sky. What is this? There must be an Enderman walking around and placing blocks, because that gravel block should not be hanging out here. So this silo will have, I think, a ladder system on the side here that will also go down into this area. So there will be no access from this main floor, though you'll be able to see the farms and make sure that they're working from in here. You'll have to walk in, go over to the silo, and go down into the collection area for this, and I'll have a tunnel coming into the collection area for the bamboo. I'll have an entrance here at the main level on the silo and an entrance over here, and then we'll do like something 4 blocks high, another level 4 blocks high, another level, etc., and going down as well. I also want to mention these pillars here. You can see the brick and granite going up. This will be a middle section that will go up through here, and I will also be able to get a ladder going up to a second floor, which you can see started here with the oak planks, and up in that area there, you'll be able to look down through the glass at the bamboo and sugarcane. But on either side of this area up here on that floor, we'll have a rows of farmer villagers for trading. I'm going to continue putting up walls and building the roof out, and I will see you when I'm at another point of interest. Crap. I was not expecting those guys to show up. Let's just hope that they decide to go elsewhere. The closer I am to that village over there, and the more of a village that I create here, the more likelihood that pillagers will show up. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but it is if they are going to come in and try to kill some of my villagers. That is a problem. They all looked like they had enchanted crossbows. I think me running away and sleeping through the night have caused them to go away. Oh well, hopefully they stay gone. I don't think they can actually get to anything, but I also don't want them to shoot me. Anyways, back to building. The main structure of this build is now complete, and I just need to start adding some details. Everything is now in place now to bring in about 20 farmer villagers. Well, they'll just be plain villagers once they are brought in, and then I will place a composter in front of them and trap them in with these spruce trap doors in these spots here, all of the open spots. And then we will have a lot of farmers to trade with. Well, let's go ahead and start giving these guys their trades. As you can see, he wants to leave, but he can't. The trapdoor prevents him from going. And if we put a composter in front of him or any profession block, this villager will take that trade. Same with this guy. Give him a second, and there we go. Give him a second, and he will become a farmer. And I wanted to keep these accessible here because I think if I turn a zombie loose in here, a zombie can come in and reach them from here. So at some point I can lure a zombie up here and just turn him loose, let him convert all these villagers. Hopefully. Having a lot of farmer villagers, if you have a lot of farm land that you are producing crops from, that's really good because these guys will be a fantastic source of emeralds. Now that we have populated this building with villagers, I can continue working on some of the details for this build. Specifically, I want to put some campfires up on top of the chimney over there and in the bottom of the chimney over here as well. We will clear out some of this area once I make another shovel, but essentially doing it just like this rather than punching, using a shovel like a normal person would. So I'll put some campfires down in here, which will send the smoke up here, but it will not rise far enough to go out, so I will put some more on the top, probably 2 more up there, and we'll have a nice smoke stack there. Now clearing this area out, I'll put in some probably mossy cobble, mossy stone, bricks, something to that effect around this area in a somewhat haphazard way, and then we'll put some seats here in front of the campfires as well. Now on the other side of this building, on the other end, down here, I've created this little stone. I wanted to mirror something similar on the other side, but not be exactly the same. Not covering up the peak of the roof or anything here, just something big enough to where I can put some chests across the top here where I could dump seeds or any extra junk that I have, and it will feed down into the bottom here, which is accessible from the bottom of the silo and under here where we can see the inner workings of our farm. And the composters will feed down then in, so we'll have chests feeding into hoppers, into composters, into hoppers, and then those will feed bone meal down into a system of chests here. So I'd like this to be my main system of bone meal gathering for this farm area. But with that said, everything is coming along really great. You can see that this is more just kind of an open area with not a lot going on other than the farms here inside, the bamboo and the sugarcane, and the central spiral staircase going up to the second level where all of the farmers are, and then up again another few levels to where we have the top of the middle spire here, and I've just got a bed up here, and that's it for now. But we do want to put some more details in here to make it nice, make this like a nice little bedroom with a little bit of storage up in here as well, and around the outside too, adding a lot more details. We can go ahead and add a few doors around here just for safety, and start adding a lot of storage in this area, because in fact that is what I built the storage silo for. While it is certainly great to have a lot of seeds, it cannot be overstated the value of a good composting system to get rid of all the excess seeds that you have from planting way too much wheat in your farm. You can never have enough wheat, and you can never have enough bone meal. Which is why a system like this is essential. So that we put the seeds and or whatever we want to put through the composting system up there, and we can just come down here and collect the bone meal from the chests as it feeds down in. Now this will allow us to build up a lot of bone meal. The farmers upstairs here are very loud, and they are of course waiting to be traded with. And I think I will do that after I do a big harvest. That was very productive. 1 stack plus 16 emeralds for 1 harvest. Now, it could possibly be more than that because the melons here, I cannot trade all of them. This guy, he's the only one, it seems, that will trade melons right now until I level up some of these guys to their you know, expert and whatever levels so that I can trade melons with all of them as well. But as soon as I unlock more of their trades, the trades will get better and easier, and I will be able to collect more emeralds per harvest. But this is really great. I'm feeling pretty rich now with emeralds, even though that's not a, you know, that's not a whole lot of them compared to what I actually want. And considering my mending book still cost me 16 emeralds apiece, that's really not that many books when you really think about it. That's only, yeah, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Not a lot. And some of the armor and stuff that my armorers are selling for emeralds costs far more than that. But we have a nice source of emeralds here that is easy to get. Trading with those guys and getting all these emeralds has been great, but it's also reminded me that I have 4 automatic farms over here that I have not checked in a very long time. And I would like to see what the efficiency is on these currently. It looks like this guy is working, this guy's collecting, this is very good. Let's just go down and take a look at the collection system. That's fantastic. It's not full, but I don't really expect it to be totally full. This is really good for this guy though. Let's run over and check on the carrot farmer. Holy hell, I can't even fit all that into my inventory. Okay, the carrot farmer is so far the most efficient that I have seen, but I kind of knew that because when you generally set up an automatic farm, carrots tend to be the most efficient thing to grow. That and potatoes, even though you get some loss from potatoes, you can see that the carrots are coming in at a much better rate than the potatoes. I'm going to go drop these off and pick up the rest of these carrots and store them in the silo in this building over here, and then we'll go back and check on the beetroot farmer and the wheat and or bread farmer. I can't imagine I would have that much beetroot built up in this automatic system, but let's have a look. It looks like he is farming. Very good. And things are still going. Okay. For a beetroot farmer, that's not bad. I'm even getting some seeds from it as well. But one of the best things about this and the wheat farmer is that you can also get bone meal from the system. And last but not least, the wheat farmer. Let's have a look at what he has been up to. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's actually also convenient, even though I probably have more steak cooking. Why not eat some bread from this guy? He's also throwing some seeds and wheat into the system as well, which maybe that's just a fluke. Maybe he harvested something right near here. I'm not sure about that, but he's also producing a lot of great bone meal for me, and that I will always appreciate from a farmer, especially when the bone meal is free. But with that out of the way, let's continue to trim out this building and the area around it to make it even nicer. The next thing I have worked on is this little patio area over here. It's pretty self-explanatory. I put some campfires up on top of this chimney stack here, surrounded by some trapdoors to hide the actual fire. I put 3 campfires down in the base of this chimney area here and put in some iron bars across them. I also added a few oak stairs, an oak pressure plate, and an oak fence post here for a nice little sitting area near the fire. There's one more thing I want to do before finishing out the interior of the farm building build over there, is I want to take a little bit of inspiration from this path that we have here in the Armorer's Suburb, and what we'll do is we'll copy that pattern over on the path blocks around the new farming area. I've removed some blocks along the path here, and I've also collected a chest full of some of the blocks that I want to use for this path. It's amazing just how much a little bit of texture around and a path around a building can really make it pop. I've added some trees around the path and the building here just for fun. I think that really helps to bring this out. I got a cup. I'm not sure about the spruce trees being in there because they don't really, the color palette there doesn't really totally match with the surroundings, but I think having a few trees, just like if you were in a city, you would plant trees that wouldn't naturally grow there. And if we have a thriving little community of farmers, they would certainly want to be growing trees that are not natural to the area. So I think that little break in the pattern of the actual biome here is actually kind of cool, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. Last but not least, for the path, we just want to touch it up with a little bit of bone meal. Now that the outside is looking fantastic, let's make our way indoors and start to add some details and furnishings to this wide open barren interior in here. The barn is finally complete, and I can't wait to show you all the little details inside and outside. It's really cool. Let's go down and take a look. As the sun is rising and we come through the cave, oh, there it is. Everything here looks so nice, cozy, exactly the way I wanted it to feel. I even planted some wheat in here just to give a little bit more variation in the path and its surroundings. Oh, check that out. Fireplace with the giant chimney. It's so cool. Coming all the way around here, we got trees, flowers, all the flowers for sure. Everything looking just perfect in its place. Maybe not totally perfect, but, you know, perfect enough for me. The backside over here is not really finished off, but I think we're going to build more stuff out that way anyway. Let's come over here to the front door, or one of the front doors, and come on in. Over here, we have a lot of decorations, kind of uniform along the windows there, planted with little flowers and bushes in the composters. And here you can see into the bamboo farm, and over here it's mirrored on this side as well, and you can see into the sugarcane farm. Both of these things are working away like they should, like a charm. In the middle here, we have a spiral staircase that goes up to the second floor. And on this second floor, we have all of our farmer villagers with all of their fantastic trades for whatever trading they want to do for crops. Very good. These guys are going to come in very, very handy. They will be valuable to me going forward for emeralds. And I put a lot of detail up into here, even in the ceiling. You can see I added a little bit more, just touches here and there to make it look nice. And it is mirrored. We got a little cove here with a crafting table on each side mirrored. It's mirrored over here. We got more villagers, as you can see. Coming to the far end over here, we do have access into the storage silo of the barn. But if we continue up the spiral staircase into the tower, in the middle, we come to a trapdoor that opens up to reveal a bedroom where I can run for safety should the need arise. And we have a 360 view of the entire area here, kind of. It's limited, but we do have a 360 degree view from the top here. Got a barrel up here for some storage. Nice little flower pot just for decoration and some light. I've got a gigantic column of that. I don't know if this actually looks good. It's fine. I'll leave it for now. Nothing can ever be totally perfect. Coming back down the staircase to the main floor again. And if we follow this side all the way over here, we come to the storage silo. Now in here, it's not as fleshed out as far as details compared to the rest of it, but it does have an entrance over here with a door as well on this side. There's where we came in. The door is right here. We've got plenty of storage for all the things. I've been throwing some stuff in here just as I've needed to. You know what? I should probably take those. And we have a ladder and trapdoor system going up to the next floor where we have the farmer villagers here, and then this is where I'm keeping all of the crops for trading. Up one more level. Now we just have basic storage. It's a very basic room. I'm not sure if how I'm going to trim this out. For now, it stays the way it is. And we come up one more level, exactly the same thing. So lots of storage for lots of stuff. And you can see this is the top of the building here. And just like any other grain silo, we have a port on the top that you can come in and out of. So should I need to come up here and survey the farming area, I do have access to do that. That's really, really awesome. And if we come back out through the main level and go over toward the other side of the building, we have another door here. Here is the cave that we came through. We went that way. If we come this way, I wanted to add a lot of little details, little flower patches, just areas of interest that can take up the space and fill some of that visual space. Coming through this way, we do have, again, you can see in the windows here, we just have a continuation of the path from the other side. On the back, as I've shown before, we have a mirror, kind of a half mirror of the fireplace that is on the other side of the building. However, this side is for throwing in seeds and random crap that I do not need, that will go down through a system of composters to produce bone meal for me. And if we make our way back around inside the storage silo again, the only way to access that lower level is to go down to the bottom where we have even more storage. And we have an access door into here. Now this is fairly unfinished here. This is the bone meal collection area that I was showing just a second ago. And if we come over here, we can see the storage system for collecting all of the sugar cane. And we have an access door through a small tunnel here to the storage and collection area for all of the bamboo. That's really great. Plus, we've got some space down here. I have no idea what to do with it yet, but maybe I'll come up with something in the future. I really enjoyed putting this build together, and I hope that you all enjoyed watching the process of doing that. And if you have any suggestions for things to build in the future, leave a comment on the video, let me know. Of course, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff on the video as well. But I think before I go, I'm going to celebrate finishing this build by doing something I should have done a long time ago. I currently have a lot of emeralds from those farmers, and I've got about 10 books, which I think is going to be enough for me to put mending on all of my gear. But that's enough for my helmet, my chestplate, my leggings, and my boots. I also want to come over here to the Infinity villager, but why is he grunting like that? I'll take one Infinity book, please, and thank you. Which leaves me with still a lot of emeralds and 5 books. Now this guy sells enchanted bows, power 2, and unbreaking 2. I would like to acquire one of those and put infinity on it. Let's start by adding infinity to this bow. Not bad. I'll take it. Now, let's start with the leggings, adding mending to this. The enchantment cost is not much at all to do this. It's a decent chest plate. We'll go ahead and add the mending to that. The boots, not too bad. Mending to that, but this helmet, my goodness, this is about as good of a helmet as I could have possibly wanted, and it now has mending on it as well. Let's go ahead and suit up with our fresh suit of armor that is all now able to be mended. And let's grab an arrow from a chest I probably got it from a skeleton that died, but I do want to try out the infinity bow. Let's try it on one of these sheep. Perfect. Absolutely. That must be the first bow I've shot in this world so far. Fantastic. Take aim. That is going to be all for this episode of Newmark's World. I do really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day or evening or morning or whatever time it may be for you. But that's all for me. I will catch you in the next one.
Thanks a lot.